What if I told you that one simple thing could change your entire life? Not money, not luck, not talent, just one word: attitude. Stay with me until the end of this story, and I promise you'll see yourself differently. Welcome to English Learning Channel. Meet Sarah, a 28-year-old teacher from Seattle. She wakes up every morning at 6 a.m., looks in the mirror, and says, "Today will be difficult." And guess what? Her day becomes exactly that: difficult. Now meet Tom, Sarah's colleague at the same school. He wakes up at the same time, looks in the mirror, and says, "Today is full of possibilities." His day? Completely different. Same school, same challenges, different attitude. This is not a story about magic. This is about the most powerful force in human life: your attitude, your mindset, the way you think about yourself and the world around you. Sarah and Tom teach in the same classroom. They face the same difficult students, the same paperwork, the same stress, but their lives are moving in opposite directions. Why? Because Sarah believes her problems control her life. She says things like, "I can't handle this class. These students are impossible. My life is too hard. Nothing ever works for me." Tom believes he controls his response to problems. He says, "This is challenging, but I'll find a way. I can learn something here. Every problem teaches me something valuable." One Monday morning, the principal calls both of them. "We're changing your classes. You'll now teach the most difficult students in the school." Sarah's heart sinks. Tom takes a deep breath and smiles. Sarah goes home that night and cries. "Why me?" she asks. "I always get the worst luck. Life is so unfair to me. I can't do this anymore." Tom goes home and thinks deeply. "This is my chance to grow. These students need someone who believes in them. I will become a better teacher through this challenge." Week 1 arrives. Sarah enters her new classroom with fear in her eyes. The students sense it immediately. They become louder, more difficult, more disrespectful. Her fear creates their behavior. Tom enters his classroom with calm confidence. He looks each student in the eye and says, "I'm excited to know you. We're going to learn amazing things together." The students feel something different: respect. Here's the first big lesson about attitude. Your thoughts become your reality. What you believe inside shows up outside. If you think you'll fail, you create failure. If you think you'll succeed, you create success. Sarah's classroom becomes worse every day. Students don't listen. They throw papers. They talk during lessons. Sarah feels helpless. She complains to other teachers every lunch break. Tom's classroom slowly changes, not because his students are angels. No, they still have problems, but Tom focuses on small improvements. Today, Marcus listened for 5 minutes. That's progress. Tomorrow, maybe 6 minutes. One day, Sarah sees Tom in the hallway. "How do you stay so positive?" she asks. "Don't these students drive you crazy?" Tom smiles and says something that changes everything. "Sarah, I don't focus on what's wrong. I focus on what I can control. I can't control their past. I can't control their home life. But I can control my energy, my patience, my belief in them." Sarah goes home thinking about Tom's words. That night, she can't sleep. She realizes something painful.
Her attitude has been poisoning her life for years, not just at school, everywhere. She remembers her relationship that failed last year. Her ex-boyfriend Mark said, "Sarah, I always see the negative in everything. You never appreciate the good moments." She got angry then, but now she understands. She thinks about her dream of writing a book. 5 years ago, she started writing, but after 3 rejections from publishers, she quit. "I'm not talented enough," she told herself. "This dream is impossible."
That night, Sarah makes a decision, a powerful decision. I will change my attitude. Starting tomorrow, I will think differently. I will speak differently. I will become different. The next morning, Sarah wakes up and looks in the mirror. Her old voice says, "Today will be difficult." But she stops. She takes a deep breath. Today is a new beginning. I choose to grow. She enters her classroom with a new energy. The students notice immediately. "Good morning, everyone," she says with genuine warmth. "I'm grateful to be your teacher. Let's make today meaningful." The students look confused. Is this the same teacher? One student, Jessica, who never participates, slowly raises her hand. "Are you okay, Miss Sarah?" Sarah laughs. "Yes, Jessica, I'm more than okay. I'm ready to really teach you." Days turn into weeks. Sarah's transformation isn't easy. Some days her old negative thoughts return. "This is too hard. I can't change. I've always been this way." But now she recognizes these thoughts. She doesn't let them control her. "No," she tells herself, "that's the old Sarah talking. The new Sarah knows I can improve every day, even slowly." She starts reading books about mindset and attitude. She learns about neuroplasticity, how the brain can change at any age. She learns that attitude is not fixed, it's a choice, a daily choice. One book teaches her a powerful exercise. Every night, write 3 things you're grateful for. Sarah starts this habit. "I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the chance to change." Her classroom continues to improve. Students who never did homework start trying, not because she became stricter, because her belief in them changed their belief in themselves. Marcus, the most difficult student, stays after class one day. "Miss Sarah, why do you keep believing in me? Everyone else gave up on me years ago."
Sarah's eyes fill with tears. "Marcus, I believe in you because I almost gave up on myself. But I learned something important. Our past doesn't decide our future. Our attitude does." Marcus leaves that day with something he hasn't felt in years: hope. That night, he completes his homework for the first time all semester. Small step, giant meaning. Meanwhile, Tom notices Sarah's change. During lunch, he says, "Sarah, you're different. What happened?" She smiles. "You happened, Tom. Your attitude showed me what's possible." Tom shares his own story. 10 years ago, I was like you, negative, bitter, angry at life. Then I lost my job. My girlfriend left me. I had nothing. I was sitting in my apartment, completely broken. I had 2 choices: give up completely or change everything. I chose to change, not my circumstances, my attitude toward my circumstances. Sarah asks, "How did you start?" Tom answers, "Small daily practices. I stopped complaining. I started focusing on solutions, not problems.
I began treating myself with respect, not criticism. I changed my self-talk. Instead of, "I'm a failure," I said, "I'm learning." Instead of, "I can't," I said, "I'll try." These small language changes rewired my brain over time. Sarah realizes that attitude isn't just about being positive, it's about being realistic and empowered. It's saying, "This is hard, but I can handle it. This hurts, but I will grow from it." Months pass. Sarah's life transforms completely. Her principal notices, "Sarah, your classroom has the highest improvement rate in the entire school. The students love you. What changed?" Sarah thinks carefully before answering. "I stopped waiting for my circumstances to change. I changed my attitude first, and somehow everything else followed."
The principal smiles. "We're creating a new program for struggling students. We need a teacher who truly believes in transformation. Would you lead it?" Sarah's heart races. The old Sarah would say no, but the new Sarah says yes, I would be honored. These students need someone who understands that change is possible, because I'm living proof. That weekend, Sarah does something she hasn't done in 5 years. She opens her laptop and starts writing her book again. Not because she knows it will be published, because the act of trying gives her joy. She writes about her journey from negativity to empowerment, from victim to creator, from life happens to me to I happen to life. The words flow easily now. One evening, her friend Rachel visits. Rachel is going through a difficult divorce. "Sarah, I don't know how to move forward. I feel stuck. My life is falling apart." Sarah holds Rachel's hand. "I understand that feeling, but let me tell you what I learned. Your situation is temporary. Your growth from this situation is permanent. Pain is real, but it's also a teacher. You can choose your attitude toward this pain. You can let it destroy you, or you can let it develop you. Not immediately, not easily, but definitely." Rachel cries, "But how? How do I start?" Sarah answers, "Small steps. Today, just get through today with grace. Tomorrow, try again. Don't focus on the mountain, focus on the next step. Change one thought at a time. When your mind says, 'I'll never be happy again,' gently correct it. 'I don't feel happy right now, but feelings change. I will smile again.'" Weeks later, Rachel calls Sarah. "I started journaling like you suggested. I'm writing 3 things I'm grateful for each night. It's hard some days, but I'm noticing small shifts in how I feel."
Sarah realizes something beautiful. When you change your attitude, you don't just change your life, you inspire others to change theirs. Your transformation gives others permission to transform. At school, other teachers start asking Sarah for advice. "How did you turn your classroom around? How did you become so calm under pressure?" Sarah shares everything she learned. She creates a small weekly group. Teachers who want to improve their mindset meet every Wednesday after school. They share struggles, they practice gratitude, they support each other's growth. Tom joins the group. He shares a powerful insight. Attitude is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Bad days will come, but your recovery time gets faster. One teacher, Daniel, asks a tough question. "But what about real problems? What about when life is genuinely difficult? Isn't positive attitude just ignoring reality?" Sarah answers thoughtfully. "No, a strong attitude doesn't deny problems. It acknowledges them fully. but it refuses to let problems have the final word. It says, yes, this is hard, and yes, I will handle it. A strong attitude accepts reality and then asks, what can I control here? What's my next right action? How can I grow through this instead of just going through this? The group grows. 10 teachers become 20. 20 become 30. The entire school culture begins shifting. Students notice, why are all our teachers so different this year? They ask each other. Marcus, Sarah's once difficult student, is now excelling. He raises his hand in class, he helps other students, he stays after school to study. His grades improve dramatically. One day, Marcus writes Sarah a letter. Dear Ms. Sarah, before your class, I thought I was stupid. I thought I had no future. You didn't just teach me English, you taught me to believe in myself.
You showed me that my attitude creates my reality. Now, when something is hard, I don't quit. I think, what would Miss Sarah say? And I keep trying. Thank you for not giving up on me. Sarah reads this letter 3 times. Tears stream down her face. This is why she became a teacher. Not to fill minds with information, but to ignite hearts with possibility. A year passes since Sarah's transformation began. The principal calls her into the office again. Sarah, I have news. The district wants you to train teachers across all our schools. You've created something special here. Sarah feels overwhelmed, excited, scared. The old Sarah would say, I'm not qualified. Someone else should do this. I'll probably fail. But the new Sarah breathes deeply. I'm nervous, she admits. This is bigger than anything I've done. But I've learned that growth lives outside my comfort zone. I'll prepare well and give my best. Yes, I accept. That night, Sarah reflects on her journey. 18 months ago, she was the most negative person she knew. Now she's training others in attitude and mindset. How did this happen? She realizes the answer. Small daily choices. Choosing better thoughts. Choosing empowering words. Choosing to focus on solutions. Choosing gratitude over complaint. Choosing growth over comfort. None of these choices were dramatic, but combined over time, they created dramatic change. Like drops of water creating an ocean. Like small steps creating a journey of miles. Sarah's book gets finished. She submits it to publishers again. This time, she's not attached to the outcome. If it gets published, wonderful. If not, I still grew by writing it. I still found my voice. 3 months later, a publisher responds. We love your manuscript. The world needs this message. We want to publish your book. Sarah screams with joy. Then she cries. Not because of the success, because of the journey. The old Sarah, who gave up after 3 rejections, would never have experienced this moment. Persistence plus positive attitude equals possibility. Her book launches 6 months later. Title: The Attitude Shift: How I Changed My Mind and Changed My Life. It becomes a bestseller in the education and self-help categories. Sarah receives emails from readers worldwide, teachers, students, parents, people from all walks of life. Your story gave me hope. I'm starting my own attitude transformation today. One email particularly touches her heart.
Dear Sarah, I'm a 52-year-old man who thought change was impossible at my age. Your book proved me wrong. I'm choosing a new attitude today. Thank you. Sarah realizes something profound. When she changed her attitude years ago, she thought she was just helping herself. She didn't know she was starting a ripple effect that would touch thousands of lives. Tom becomes the school's vice principal. During his acceptance speech, he says, "I dedicate this position to everyone who believes that attitude matters more than circumstances. We create our reality with our mindset." Marcus graduates high school with honors. He gets accepted to college with a scholarship. At graduation, he thanks Sarah publicly. "Miss Sarah taught me that my past doesn't define my future. My attitude does." Years later, Sarah receives a message from Marcus. "I'm now a teacher, Miss Sarah. I'm teaching students who remind me of my younger self, and I'm using everything you taught me about attitude and belief." Sarah sits in her living room reading Marcus's message. She thinks about the day she decided to change. That one decision created everything that followed: her career, her book, her impact, everything. She wants to share a final message with you. If you're watching this and feeling stuck, remember this: you're one decision away from a different life, not an easy life, but a meaningful one. Your attitude is the most powerful tool you have. More powerful than money, more powerful than connections, more powerful than talent. Because attitude determines how you use everything else. Start small. Change one thought today. Speak one kind word to yourself. Focus on one solution instead of one problem. Choose gratitude for one thing. These small shifts create massive transformations. Will every day be easy? No. Will you always feel motivated? No. Will doubt return sometimes? Yes. But remember, you're building mental strength. Like physical muscles, mental muscles grow through consistent exercise. Protect your attitude like your most valuable possession, because it is. Surround yourself with people who lift you. Read books that inspire you. Speak words that empower you. Create habits that strengthen you. Your attitude creates your reality. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your character. Your character becomes your destiny. So choose thoughts that serve your growth. Speak words that build your confidence. Take actions that align with your dreams. Create habits that honor your potential. Build character that reflects your values. Remember Sarah's journey. She went from victim to victor, from complainer to creator, from stuck to unstoppable. Not because life got easier, but because her attitude got stronger. You have that same power inside you right now. You don't need to wait for perfect circumstances. You don't need to wait for someone to save you. You can start your transformation today. Your attitude is your superpower. It's the one thing no one can take from you. Life can take your job. People can leave. Plans can fail. But your attitude, that's yours to control, always. So make the choice Sarah made. Make the choice Tom made.
Make the choice Marcus made. Decide that your mindset matters. Decide that you're worth the effort. Decide that change is possible. Start today, not tomorrow, not next Monday, not next year. Today, right now. Choose one negative thought and replace it with an empowering one. That's your first step toward transformation. Thank you for spending these 20 minutes with English Learning Channel. This isn't just a story. This is a possibility. Your possibility. Your potential. Your power. If this story inspired you, we create content like this every week. Stories that teach English and transform mindsets. Subscribe to English Learning Channel and join thousands learning and growing together. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Your friend going through hard times. Your family member feeling stuck. Your colleague losing hope. One share might change their life. Leave a comment below. Tell us one way you'll change your attitude today. When you write it down, you commit to it. And when you commit, transformation begins. Remember Marcus's words, "My past doesn't define my future, my attitude does." Make this your truth too. Your story isn't over. Your best chapters are still unwritten. Every sunrise gives you another chance, another opportunity, another beginning. Don't waste it by thinking the same negative thoughts. Use it to build the life you deserve. You're stronger than you think. You're more capable than you believe. You're more powerful than you realize. Your attitude will prove all of this to you. Just give it time and consistency. This is English Learning Channel, reminding you that attitude is everything. Your mindset creates your reality. Your thoughts shape your future. Your choices determine your destiny. Go now and live with a powerful attitude. Face your challenges with courage. Treat yourself with respect. Choose growth over comfort. And watch your entire life transform. See you in the next video. Keep learning, keep growing, keep believing.